Alright, what's going on everyone? Alliance War Season 24. This is war number 10 on the season. We're bringing in Omega Red, Sabretooth for the synergy, and our newest 6-star Black Widow Claire Voyant. I pulled this girl a few days ago and took her straight to rank 2, and she is awesome. I've been hunting her for so long. She's such a great suicide-friendly champion to pair along with Omega Red. So really excited to bring her in today. And we're taking Path 5 the entire way, so we're just doing a quick scout here. Nothing that looks too complicated. The defenders on my path really don't look like they're going to be any trouble. Omega Red is going to be used for all of them until we get to the very end, where we have a very special Black Widow Claire Voyant war debut on a mini-boss. But before we get there, we are going to take our Omega Red in against this rank 5 5-star Hitmonkey. He's on the Ebb and Flow, Knockdown, and Heavy Hitter node. So I wasn't too worried about this fight with Omega Red. Basically, the strategy here is to hit him and build up those spores until I get them stacked. And then, once I have a good amount on him, I will go ahead and knock him down, which I'll do right here with 15 spores on him. We also have the Fury up, so we're doing more damage. All we're going to do here is bait out the special one, fully evade it, go in for a combo. The Fury is about to expire. He gets the protection back. We lock in the spores again. We're going to have to bait out another special one though, so the spores are going to fall off. He's going to purify them. And right here, we get the special one dex again, no problem. His protection comes back. We're going to dex the special one more time. And we're going to throw the special 3 into him to finish the fight. We're not going to get any healing back from it because this is obviously going to do the job and kill him. But like I said, nothing I was too worried about with this fight. It went about as I was expecting. So I felt pretty good, very confident with Omega Red, obviously. He's a great counter there. So we get the full attack bonus. And we took 42 hits to do it, but no problem. We walk away with pretty much full health. Alright, so we are going to head into our second fight of the war, and we're going to throw on a combat regeneration boost, pretty much just because I had it expiring soon. I did not expect any trouble with this Wasp fight. Maybe I underestimated it. There's a chance that I went in a little overconfident. It's just the steady build-up Fury, Heavy Hitter, and Power Alternator node. She is a rank 2 6-star Wasp. But if you want to see some truly gruesome Alliance War play, this fight is for you. I mean, no spoilers to the outcome of it, but right off the bat, I miss a parry, and then I take a combo. So I get a parry there, so I can lock in some Death Spores and the degen, which is great. I am still healing from the combat regen boost. I reapply the degen right here, which is good. I kind of errantly throw a special 1 there, fortunately worked out, and I'm back to almost full health now. But right there, I just completely miss a parry again, and she tags me. She evades right here. She's playing like really weird and passive, and I'm just kind of randomly swinging. I can't interrupt the heavy, so it connects and takes pretty much all my health. I'm down to 3%. This fight, at this point, it was actually winnable. I could have, and what I should have done was just stay away from her and let the degen kill her. And for some reason, I go and try to parry, and either I miss it or it does enough damage through the block to kill me. I don't know. That's a death, the first death of the battle group. And, I would love to blame the game, but either my timing was just slightly off on so many parries, or my phone sensitivity wasn't quite right. I don't know what it was. It just felt like a very strange fight, and I have no excuse for it. But I just went in and finished her off. I just hit her once and took her down, so I didn't record it. But that's going to move us into Section 2 now, where our first fight is this Rhino. So he's a 5-star, rank 5 Awakened Rhino. This is the Ebb and Flow Intercept node, and this fight is going to go more exactly how you want a Alliance War fight to go with Omega Red. I've got 30 spores on him. I'm locking in the degen. I've got him up against the wall. I'm just going to bait out this special here. He doesn't want to throw it though, so I'm going to go back in and hit him. I want to stay close to keep the spores on him. and I want to lock in the degen, so I'm looking for that opportunity. He's not really hitting into my block though, so I can't really parry him to throw the heavy. He's throwing the special ones. Finally, I get the opening to parry and lock in the degen with my heavy. So we're just going to sit back and let this do its job, take him down. It falls off here, so we reapply it. We've still got 27 spores on him. We haven't intercepted once, and he's just playing right into what we want. I mean, we've kept 27 spores on him the entire fight, and yeah, they're just absolutely draining him down. We've barely had to hit him other than a few heavy attacks to reapply the degen. And this fight, it never felt in doubt. You know, once you get Rhino up against the wall, there's really not a lot to worry about. Special 3 is going to completely heal us back to a full yellow bar of health, and we're going to take him down. So yeah, I mean, that's how you want Omega Red fights to go. It was perfect. We get the full attack bonus. It really didn't feel like it took that long, even though it was 69 hits. It felt like it was over super quick. So I didn't show my boosts, so you can see the boost that I have on. I did put on an array of boosts for these Section 2 fights because the war was very close. I really didn't want to die again, and I wanted to make sure that I could finish this path off with no more deaths. So I didn't hesitate on using those boosts that I had, and that is going to bring us to our second fight in Section 2 now, and it's this Colossus. He's a 5-star, rank 5 awakened Colossus. And the same strategy that we used for Rhino will pretty much apply here. We're going to keep him cornered. We're going to stay as close to him as possible and lock in the death spores with our degen on the heavy attack. So we've got 23 on him right here. And this fight goes pretty well, similar to how Rhino went. He's playing right into me, playing aggressive. He's throwing his special ones extremely liberally. You love that. They're not running max limber, so I have plenty of time on the stuns to reapply the degen. And that's really all I'm doing, is hitting him a few times to stay close, heavy attack, apply the degen. We've kept those 23 spores locked in for almost the entire fight. And it's the ebb and flow intercept node. I haven't tried to intercept once because I don't need to. You can see how fast he's absolutely melting away from those degen and death spores. Right here, I lose a few death spores, no big deal. I'm able to lock him back in here with 16. And they're just doing the job. I mean, I really don't need to hit them unless I want to reapply them, which I do one more time. Throw the special 3. It doesn't matter if this kills him or not because the aftermath of it will. But I think this actually does it, and I don't get any healing from the special 3. No, I don't. So we get the KO. Those 2 Section 2 fights went really well. Those 4 fights, 3 out of the 4 went extremely well. Obviously the Wasp one fell apart, but 60 hits, full attack bonus, and we take him down. So that nearly finishes the war. We actually left this poison and incinerate hazard shift node up so that we could ghost the Apocalypse boss, which he sent over to me, and it'll follow this fight. But this is my last fight of the war and the last total fight of the war. Every other opponent was down. And we had actually pretty much known that we won the war at this point, so there wasn't a whole lot of pressure on me to one-shot this Vision Arcus on the Hazard Shift Poison Incinerate node, but still, I obviously wanted to, so I boosted up. This is my first time using Black Widow Claire Voyant in war. I wanted to have a really good showing and just, you know, kind of make up for that Wasp death earlier by getting the one-shot here, even though it probably wasn't necessary. What we're going to do is we're going to wait for him to enter his poison phase here, which he does, and now we're going to shift into our poison phase. So now we are immune to the poison. We're going to bait out the special 1, and once we get to our first special 2, this fight is done. Right here, we're going to throw it little haphazardly as he entered the incinerate phase. Probably should have waited to throw that, but it's fine. The incinerates aren't doing a whole lot of damage, and he's back in his poison phase right here. And like I said, this fight is just pretty much done. He's not going to generate any more power gain buffs. We're going to nullify them as soon as we hit him. The special 2 is going to keep his power in control by giving it back to us. It's also going to apply that buff, that seal, so he cannot gain any buffs while he has that on. We get a nice intercept there, but we're just waiting for the incinerate phase to end. and it'll come off right here, so we can go back in, nullify that power gain, throw another special 2, power steal, and yeah, I mean, this fight is pretty much done. We're taking recoil damage. We took a little bit incinerate damage obviously before, but yeah, this fight is obviously going really well, and this is a great showing for Black Widow Claire Voyant for her first time in war. She is such an awesome champion with suicides on. She absolutely nuked him down. This is so awesome. I'm so glad to have her, but that finishes the war. We get the full attack bonus on the mini boss, which felt awesome. And yeah, there's the one-shot screen capture to prove it, just to show off that we kind of finished the war on a good note. Cherry on top. This was a great war by the entire alliance. We've all played really well, and I'm going to show you our boss kill now. This is Battle Group 3's Apocalypse boss. He's a 6-star rank 3, and one of our officers is going to go in with Ghost here, and this is, again, just like really solid gameplay. Like I said, that Poison and Incinerate Hazard Shift node was still up when he took this boss fight, so you can see his Ghost is getting those Furies from the Poison and Incinerates that he's gaining from hitting him, which is just making his attack stronger. He's triggering Protect a few times, but it's really not making this fight any more difficult because the next time he intercepts, he can remove it. So, yeah, I mean, Ghost has been obviously a great option for these Apocalypse bosses for everyone this season. I feel like her and Guillotine 2099 have been really, really common and effective counters for these Apocalypse bosses. So, yeah, obviously, had he died, it would have given this Apocalypse the 4th charge, which would have sucked. So, it's a bit of a gamble using a non-robot, but we were pretty confident that he would be able to get this done in one shot, and I think he played really well. I think the timing was a little off, not quite what he wanted. He obviously wanted to phase the special attacks, but it didn't really work out that way. He wasn't really throwing them when he was trying to phase with Ghost. So he ended up taking more block damage from the specials than I think he wanted to. Like right here, she was phased, but he threw it after the phase had ended, so he had to take that block damage. But it seems to be all good. He obviously doesn't want to throw the special 2 because it's going to trigger that protection and do some pretty massive damage. So that's why he's just saving for that special 3. Right here, he got close to the perfect timing. The phase started a little late there, so he had to take more block damage from the special. But that's fine. The protection, you can see it triggering on the right-hand side. It does trigger a decent amount. And right here, when I was watching this recording, I was a little worried for him because he's starting to get back up against the wall. And, you know, this Apocalypse isn't like the most aggressive AI, so he is being a little passive sometimes, which can obviously be difficult for a Ghost player. But for the most part, like I said, I think he's played this really well so far. I think the strategy was, you know, pretty basic with Ghost. Just a few hits when you're going to guarantee that crit. And again, you kind of have to take that block damage from the specials. And so right here, the fight's almost over, but he's like right up against the wall. I was kind of getting nervous for him, especially right here because he had to block the special 1 right up against the wall. He does a great job though. And yeah, he does a great job fighting from the wall. And again, right here, there's a lot more block damage from that special 1. So it's getting pretty close. He got passive there. He didn't hit into the phase. Had to evade that heavy on the wall. Very well done. And that is going to do it. So that is a Apocalypse boss one-shot, full attack bonus by One Above You. Big credit to him for that. We ended up getting the win here. The Defender kills ended 49-23, I think it is. And that is awesome because our defense held up really well in the second half of the battle. And our alliance played great. We kept it under 30 deaths. And the low 20s is what we, I think, want to see. That is definitely something we're capable of on a consistent basis. It was close for a long time, so great credit to the opponent. They had fought extremely well, and for a while they were actually in the lead of this war. So they deserve all the credit in the world. But yeah, it was a great showing by us, so I was really happy to get this win. That puts us now at 6-4 on the season, which actually moved us up into Platinum 3 at rank 73. So we've been Platinum 3 all season, but this is, I think, the highest we've been at 73. So that's a great feeling. We've got 2 wars left in the season. I don't know if 2 wars is enough to move that needle into Platinum 2. It probably isn't, but still, obviously, you want to go out on a winning note. So hopefully we can pull together and get these last 2 wins and finish strong for the season. But Platinum 3 is an awesome place to be. We still get good rewards, so I think we're all pretty happy with that finish. But we do appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something, and we'll catch you in the next video. See ya.